Good evening and welcome to the February 6th meeting of the West Sacramento Planning Commission. We'll start with a pledge of allegiance. Vice Chair Liebig, lead that, please. Sure. Thank you.
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight's agenda is available on the counter along with request to speak cards. A reminder to everyone that requests to speak cards should be completed and turned into the clerk prior to the completion of any staff presentation. For those speakers wishing to speak on items not on the agenda but within the jurisdiction of this commission, please write item A on your card. All speakers will be limited to 3 minutes. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and televised, so all speakers, in order to be recognized, must be called upon by the chair and come forward to the microphone. Speaking in public may cause some individuals to be uncomfortable, so everyone's asked to be professional and respectful at all times. With that, we will go to General Administrative Functions, Part 1, Election of Planning Commission Chair and Vice Chair for 2020. Bring that to my fellow commissioners, see if there are any nominations.
So for Chair, I'd like to nominate Commissioner Liebig.
Nominate Commissioner Liebig for chair. All right. Well, do we take one by one individually?
Is there a second on that motion?
Is there a second?
I'll second.
By Commissioner Leonard. All those in favor, aye.
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 Opposed?
What, sorry, is that the vote or just for the
That's the vote
nomination?
for the vice, do we vote,
Would there be any other nominations?
Oh, for chair.
For chair
I'm
prior
sorry.
to voting on chair? If not,
I figured that would have been, Commissioner Liebig just wanted to take on the leadership.
this election, you never know, but
I'm sorry.
Be good to ask
Are
for-
there any other nominations for chair? All right. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. All right, so there are no other nominations for chair. It was seconded by Commissioner Leonard. Can we go for a vote?
Yes.
We were going for a vote. Do we go for another vote?
yes, please.
I feel like I forgot how to run the meeting, and I'm not
It has been a couple of months, I know.
All right, all those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain? The motion carries. Congratulations, Chair
So
Liebig.
Chair Liebig, I would ask you now to move over into the chair seat and take over running the rest of the meeting.
Like I'm moving.
We may have to do this one more time. So thank you, and thank you, Chair Castillo, for doing a fine job over the past year. Okay, next item is still under Part A is nomination of Vice Chair. I have one nomination myself. I would like to throw in Commissioner Bernadette Austin as for consideration. Are there any other additional nominations?
Does she have to be here to accept, or has she already accepted? Just, how does?
Katie, to my knowledge, she does not need to be here to accept, and in prior conversations, Bernadette has always been willing to step up, and I believe that is her feeling still.
I will
Look for-
second.
Okay, there's a second. Okay.
Besides, if you don't show up to a meeting sometimes.
She's lucky she's not chair now.
So
Well,
any,
I would like to rescind my vote and nominate her for chair. Is that?
that's not possible.
Yeah, that ship sailed.
Stirring the pot.
Second.
Thank you. So we have a nomination and a second. All in favor, please signify.
Are there any other nominations?
I had asked, and
Okay.
I got none other, so. So we have a first and a second for Ms. Austin to be vice chair. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, I think we have our chair and our vice chair.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you again. Okay, moving on to general administrative functions. B, presentations on the public on matters not on the agenda, but within jurisdiction of the commission. At this time, I don't have any requests to speak. Next item is correspondence and staff communications from the Planning Commissioner Secretary, Mr. Tilley. Oh, we
Yes.
also need to do, don't we have to vote on you?
No, you are stuck with me
Okay.
regardless. So I do have a couple of quick remarks here. First of all, I'd like to obviously welcome this, our first meeting for 2020, so we're excited about getting going for this year. I would like to introduce two individuals to you that you may or may not already know. First, on my right is Andreas Brewer. He's with the City Attorney's Office, and he will be our counsel at our Planning Commission meetings going forward and helping us, with all of our, day-to-day matters. So he is accessible, to you as I am and my staff if needed. And then also in the audience tonight, I'd like to, some of you may know John Robinson, who's been our Deputy City Manager for many years now and is since the holidays has become our interim Director of Community Development after Charlene retired. So he's here tonight, and I wanted to recognize him. He's already helping us out, including you may have noticed a little different format in your staff reports this time around. It was a good idea that John had, so we wanted to try that out here tonight. And at the end of the meeting, if anyone has any, feedback about that format, we'd love to hear that. And then also, I would like to thank and commend past Chairman Castillo for, I think, doing a really good job running the meetings for this last year. It's definitely different in that seat than the rest of the seats. I really believe you did a really good job, and it's critical to have a chair that can keep the meetings going and give everybody their opportunity to provide their input. So with that, I'll close staff communications at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Tilley. Disclosure of ex parte communication at this time, just a nod, yes or no. There's one item that we're considering. Thank you. And then the agenda. Prior to getting into the consent agenda, we have a request to remove items 3 and 4 from the agenda. Mr. Tilley, would you like us to take these up now so any individuals in the audience can
Yeah,
depart?
you can do that now if you wish to dispense with those items. It is our recommendation that you just pull them both completely from the agenda. And for the record, that's items 3 and 4 on the agenda.
Okay, so I would like to take the agenda out of order a little bit and take items 3 and 4 first. The recommendation from staff is to pull these items in their entirety.
Move the staff recommendation.
Seconds? Okay. Moved by Commissioner Sternfeld, seconded by Commissioner Leonard. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Hearing none. So 3 and 4 have been removed from the agenda. And that will take us back to the consent agenda, consideration and approval of the minutes from the December 5th, 2019 commission meeting.
Chair Libby, I request a roll call vote on this item.
Okay.
Which item?
All right, is there any discussion on the approval of the minutes? No? Any motion? I can move this. I will move approval of the December 5th, 2019 commission minutes.
A second?
Commissioner, I'm sorry. Moved by myself and seconded by Ms. Berliner. Katie?
And I will do the roll call vote. Commissioner Leonard?
Aye.
Commissioner Sablan?
Aye.
Commissioner Sternfels?
Abstain.
Commissioner Liebig?
Aye.
Commissioner Berliner?
Aye.
Commissioner Castillo?
Abstain?
Thank you.
So I just want to clarify, so I wasn't here, but I can still vote on it, right?
still vote on it,
Okay,
yes.
I just,
If you reviewed them, yes. Yes. Okay, that takes us on to the regular agenda, which is a public hearing regarding proposed tentative parcel map 5190 at 2270 Lake Washington Boulevard. on that. Oh, my apologies, I messed up all my paperwork. Who's going to be presenting? Mr. Laffey? Yes, we did.
Yes, good evening, Chair Liebig and members of the commission. Tentative parcel map 5190 would divide the property at 2270 Lake Washington Boulevard into 3 separate lots. Parcel 3 is the existing Arco gas station, and the other 2 are north of the gas station, that undeveloped field north of the gas station. All of the properties are zoned business park and are located within Plan Development Overlay 37. The applicant's submittal did indicate a Dutch Brothers Coffee. I know that that has generated some interest in the community. This application before you tonight is not for a Dutch Brothers Coffee. It is to split the property. Any drive-through would require a conditional use permit, which would have to come before the Planning Commission at a later date. This concludes staff presentation. The applicant is in attendance tonight to take any questions. I'm more than happy to take any questions as well.
Okay. Before we open up the public hearing, are there any questions of staff? No? Okay, at this time, I will open the public hearing, although we have no requests to speak. And still, are there any questions of staff? All right, I will go ahead and close the public hearing. Bring it back to the commission for deliberation. Comments on my right? None? No? Comments on my left?
I move to approve staff recommendation.
All right, Mr. Sternfeld. Seconded by Mr. Leonard. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Corrections, it's Commissioner Castillo, not Leonard.
Oh, I'm sorry,
It's okay.
I totally misheard that. I swear I even saw his mouth move. Regardless, it is unanimous approval. So,
Any interested party may appeal the decision of the Planning Commission in this matter to the City Council by filing a written appeal with the city clerk within 10 days of tonight's action, and as always, that appeal must be accompanied by the appropriate filing fee.
well, that brings us to the end of our agenda, moving quickly. Is there any informal discussion? I would like to say a few words only before anybody moves, but mostly I want to say thank you, staff, for, again, a successful year last year. I hope we have a positive year this year. I know there's a lot on our agenda, and the city stays busy, so I know we'll work diligent to keep things moving.
Chair Liebig, I would just like to also echo the compliments to former Chair Castillo on his good work last year, leading this commission through a number of challenging projects and other issues throughout the year, and appreciate his leadership and ability to run an effective meeting. And look forward to another successful year with you and Vice Chair Austin as Vice Chair.
Okay, with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Anyone?
So moved.
Thank you. Move.